NightLance is the upcoming August release for Beyblade X, and whenever it was first initially seen, for the most part, people were kind of against it, but it looks like the opinion's changing. Takara Tomy released a video talking about NightLance, but it's not the first time it was seen. Remember that whenever the Beyblade X app initially launched in Japan, it had a couple of mistakes showcasing NightLance and also the upcoming Shark Edge way before it was supposed to. But now that we know what the Bey actually looks like, I'm pretty hyped. But hit that subscribe button. I want to hit 300k subs, and hit that like button. That'd be nice. NightLance is BX13 and is also a booster that is going to be releasing August 10th. So that's like less than 2 weeks away. And what you guys probably noticed is that it's NightLance and we already have a Night Shield. So the Beys are pretty similar. They both have the same knight looking character in the front. Maybe the manga or the anime will talk about why these Beys are so similar, but Takara Tomy definitely compares it to Night Shield a lot. Let's quickly go over the parts. For the bit, we have High Needle, which initially I was not happy about. I think Needle from Night Shield is not that good at all. There are some people that like it, but I think it's just not great. So I thought that High Needle was just a slightly taller version, but it's actually not. The point on High Needle is definitely more shallow, making it a much better defensive tip. That was my problem with the normal version of Needle, is that the point was just too sharp, so Beys would lose their stamina really quick. And it seems like High Needle could have fixed that. For the next part, we have the Ratchet, which is something we've seen before. It's 480. It's not a new part by any means. It's also this kind of interesting turquoise blue and purple color. It's definitely not going to be a color scheme for everybody, but it looks way better in person compared to the app. But it's pretty tall. It's the tallest Ratchet combined with the now tallest bit, so the Bey is going to be pretty tall. I don't really know where I was going with that. And then we have NightLance, and I'm going to try really hard to not say Night Shield, but if I mess up and I mix up the names, let me know in the comments. This is where they start to compare the Bey to Night Shield a lot, except there is one major difference. For Night Shield, it is based off of a shield, so it's deflecting attacks. NightLance is more for counter attacks. It's still a defense type, but it's able to counter Beys a little bit easier, or at least that's what they say. But we can definitely see that in the design. It's quite a bit sharper. It's also quite a bit taller. They also show the Bey leaning quite a bit, which has its pros and cons. I mean, it could be bad if it leans too much and gets sent like off balance. Could be a good thing for counterattacks. If you guys like NightLance, definitely go and check it out on Mall of Toys. They have it up for pre-order right now. Not only do they have NightLance up for pre-order, they also have a bunch of other Beyblade X stuff for sale as well. But go and check them out. Links in the description down below, and use code ilinnuc to get 5% off of your first purchase. We can also look at some of the test battles that Takara Tomy did, which are going to be very cherry-picked. Obviously, they're not going to be the best competitive look at the Beyblade, but you can see it making some nice counterattacks and some nice deflections. But what do you guys think of NightLance? I don't really know how I feel yet. I don't know how I feel about Beys being this tall, and they'll probably get even taller over time. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited for Shark Edge, because it's an attack type that's lower. Now, this next bit of news isn't about NightLance, but it's actually about the upcoming releases for Beyblade X throughout the rest of the year. A little bit of a spoiler warning. If you don't want to know what the upcoming releases are, just skip to the end of the video. But we know what August is. It's NightLance. We know that Shark Edge is a random booster releasing in September. And so moving on, for October, we have a couple. We have a starter, and we also have a short random booster, whatever that means. Maybe like a random layer collection. I don't know what a short random booster is. BX17 is an entry set. BX18 is the first full release of a string launcher, which is great. It's not going to be locked behind the expensive start set anymore. We have several releases in November. We have a booster and then 2 battle deck sets. We've already had a deck set release with the 3-on-3 set, so this will probably be kind of the same thing. Maybe we'll get like 1 exclusive Beyblade in each. And then December is looking to be pretty big as well, with a starter, an entry starter, whatever that may be, and then also a full random booster. For November and December, our wallets will be collectively crying. BX25 is a soft case, and then BX26 is just a standard booster. All this information is subject to change, but these should be the releases all throughout the rest of the year. We don't know what the names of the bays are or what we're getting in these sets or random boosters, but that takes us all the way to January. But let me know what you guys think of NightLance and these upcoming releases in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Have fun and bay away.